Hello, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And in today's episode, we're just going to discuss a few things that you need to have once you get into the United States of America. Please stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe as you watch. Invite your friends, click on that subscription link below, share the video with your friends, and yeah, thank you so much. And so today I'm just going to talk about a few things that you need to have once you enter the United States of America. So there is what is called a social security number, which is very crucial and very, very important. So a social security number basically works almost the same as um, NAPSA. I'm using NAPSA because back home in my country, that's what we know. And this is Zambia. So if you're in Zambia, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what other countries, what they use, but for Zambia, we use NAPSA. So here in America, it's also the same. Although for Social Security, it's on a more, I don't know if I can say it's more important to have than NAPSA, because for NAPSA you can get employed without it. But here, if you don't have a Social Security number, they are basically both important. But with NAPSA, you can get employed without it. But with a Social Security number in America, you need to have it in order for you to get a good paying job. And also, so basically, what you need when you come into the States on a green card, the first thing you have to do is to go to the Social Security Office Administration. This is where they give or they issue out the Social Security numbers. You cannot obtain the Social Security number online, although you can apply for it, but it's better you go to their offices and you submit your application. So the documents that you need for you to obtain your Social Security number is your ID. It can be a passport, and in this case, it's a passport because you would not have the state ID of yet once you just enter the states. So you have to have your ID, which is in the form of a passport. So this is what you have to present. They will get a copy of it as you're applying, and once you submit your social security form, you are expected to receive your number within 14 days, 14 working days. And they email it to you. So you don't have to go back to the Social Security office to collect it. They'll email you the Social Security number. And this comes back to why it's important for you to have a horse, you see, because in America, everything is done digitally. You don't have to go into an office. First of all, you don't go to an office without an appointment. So even the social security number, you have to request for an appointment. People just don't walk in here. It's a all different world. So whatever you want to do, you have to make an appointment. You have to go to the hospital. You have to make an appointment. You want to go to school to meet maybe you want to apply for school. You want to meet with an academic advisor. You need to have a social security number, and also you need to make an appointment. So social security works on everything. For you to get a job in America, to be in the system, you have to have that social security number. And so that's why it's important. And you have to make sure that you don't delay as soon as you get in, because where we are coming from, the currency is different from the dollar. So you have to make sure that you have some sort of cash. And I know you wouldn't maybe have enough to sustain you as you wait for you to, to hunt for jobs. I know jobs are everywhere in America. All they need is just a skill. They don't even need qualifications. They don't even look at qualifications here. All they need is your skill, what you're capable of doing. So Make sure once you enter, you quickly apply. You request for an for an appointment for you to go to their office and apply for your social security. And once you get that, within 2 weeks, you get employed. Because as you're job hunting, the first thing that they ask for is your social security number. As you want to go to the hospital, what they ask for, social security number. To the bank, social security number. You can't open an account without a social security number. So it's very, very important to have a social security number in America. And then the other thing that I want to mention is when you relocate to the States, you have to be prepared that finding an apartment in America is not easy. So you need to have some money secured. For you to get an apartment, you at least need to put a down payment of 2 months in advance plus security deposit. If minus that, they will request for you to have a credit score. So this credit score is something that I'm going to talk about, in another video. I'm going to explain how it works. But a credit score in America is very, very important. It goes in hand with the social security number. These are things that are very important. If you don't have a credit score in America, it's very difficult for you to get an apartment, to get a vehicle, just a lot of just important things depend on those two things: social security and the credit score. So a credit score, this is something that you start building with the bank and other credit bureaus. Or it's not about your credit history, so they need you to have a certain limit, which is usually most of them ask for a 500, 500 credits. So once you have that, and you're good to go. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Otherwise, a social security is what is needed. And like I said, you have to go to the Social Security Administration office. But before doing that, you request for an appointment. Anything that you want to do in America is done through appointments. You just don't walk into people's office like we do it in Africa. You just walk in on any day that you feel like going to the bank, any day you feel like going to the hospital, any day you feel like going you know to school, doing whatever. Here it's different. You need an appointment for anything. You have to make a phone call. I would like to make an appointment, and they will see the available dates that you can go in. So it's very tricky, but also interesting. And when we just got here, it was very um, challenging because I mean, in Africa, we are not used to such kind of system. We just walk in and do whatever. We meet whoever we want to meet and do whatever we want to do. But here, it's a whole different world. But we are getting used, and it's actually very, very interesting. So that's what I wanted to, just to inform you about. Also, about the hostess address. I'm going to touch this topic again because this is a very important part of your, process, especially those who applied last year. As you know, your results will be, coming out next month. So you need to have a hostess address. So a hostess address is somebody who's basically residing here in the United States of America, someone you know, not just anybody, not a stranger. You need to find someone that you know, because that address is what you're going to provide to the immigration, and that's the address they will use to email you, your immigration green card, and also just to make other immigration follow-ups. That's the address that they use. And also for the social security number that I mentioned, you need an address for them to email you, to mail you the social security number. Because, like I said, you don't go to collect it, they mail it to you. So you need to find somebody reliable, someone you trust, because this is a sensitive document and you just don't get anybody. You have to find someone that you trust and you know they're going to receive it for you and they're going to give it to you. So make sure that as you check for your status next month, bear in mind that you need to have a host, and this is a requirement. It's not optional, it's a mandatory that you find and host in America. That's just the way the process is done. So I hope you find this video educative, and if you have any more questions concerning you know the process, feel free to comment below and just drop those questions on whatever you want to know, and I'll be able to explain in the next video, or I will able to tell you. So thank you so much guys for watching, and have a wonderful day and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.